Unifying the kingdom. Harald Bluetooth and the birth of Denmark. How one king forged a nation and left a legacy in stone. And in technology, long before Denmark became a global model of democracy and welfare, it was a patchwork of warring tribes, pagan gods, and Viking warlords. In the 10th century, this fragmented land began its transformation into a unified kingdom, and at the center of that transformation was King Harald Bluetooth Gorm, one of Scandinavia's most consequential rulers. Harald not only united Denmark under a single crown, but also ushered in Christianity and left behind a monument that still stands today. His legacy would eventually stretch far beyond the Viking Age. His name even lives on in your mobile phone. From fragmentation to unity in the early Middle Ages, the territory we now call Denmark was not yet a nation. It was a collection of clans and local rulers scattered across the Jutland Peninsula, Zealand, and surrounding islands. Harald was the son of Gorm the Old, often recognized as the first historically verified king of Denmark. When Harald inherited the throne around 958 AD, he set about completing the project his father had started, consolidating power. Through diplomacy and warfare, Harald unified Danish lands, strengthening royal authority and laying the foundations of a centralized monarchy. This marked the birth of Denmark as a political entity, a transformation from tribal society to early medieval kingdom. The Christianization of Denmark. One of Harald Bluetooth's most defining acts was his conversion to Christianity, a move that had both spiritual and political implications. According to legend, Harald was baptized by the German missionary Paul, who carried a glowing iron bar without being burned to prove the power of the Christian God. While the story is likely apocryphal, Harald's conversion around 960 AD was a major turning point. He ordered the Christianization of his people, replacing Norse paganism with the cross and building churches throughout the realm. This helped Denmark integrate into the growing network of Christian Europe, facilitating alliances and recognition from powerful neighbors like the Holy Roman Empire. The Jelling Stones. Denmark's birth certificate. Harald's reign is immortalized in two massive Runestones in the town of Jelling, now considered the most important national monument in Denmark. The larger of the two stones, erected by Harald himself, proudly declares that he made the Danes Christian and won all of Denmark and Norway. The Jelling Stones are often referred to as Denmark's birth certificate, the first concrete claim to a unified and Christian Danish kingdom. Today, the site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing visitors from around the world to see where Denmark's written history began carved in stone. Bluetooth technology. In a modern echo, Harald Bluetooth's name lives on in a surprising place. Your wireless devices. In the 1990s, when developers were working on a new wireless communication protocol, they chose Bluetooth as a code name. The logic: just as Harald unified Denmark, this technology was meant to unify different devices. The Bluetooth logo is a Nordic bind rune combining the initials H and B, hidden tribute to the Viking king who connected a kingdom. A legacy of nationhood. Harald Bluetooth's reign was more than just a moment in medieval history. It marked the emergence of a Danish national identity. His work in unifying the land, spreading Christianity, and building monumental symbols gave future rulers a stable foundation to build upon. Although his later years were marked by internal conflict, including rebellion by his own son, Sweynfolk, but Harald's role in shaping Denmark remains indisputable. His dynasty would go on to produce kings who ruled England, influence the Kalmar Union, and leave a permanent mark on Scandinavian and European history. Conclusion: the first king of Denmark as we know it, King Harald Bluetooth, stands at the crossroads of myth and of pagan past and Christian future. In war and religion, in runes and technology, his legacy still reverberates, anchoring Denmark's story to a man who sought unity in a fractured world. He didn't just rule Denmark. In many ways, he created it.